Hey there, tankers, and welcome to another episode of my Let's Play World of Tanks. I am joined by Zaro and Zin, and we also have another group trying to drop in with us of Blackshot and Disgruntled. So we have a four-person plethora of co-hosts, I guess you could call it, in addition to myself. But we were just talking about team tactics and how it's applicable in this game and what you can do to really optimize, what you do, how you survive, stuff like that. So figured we'd cover that a little bit in the first part, and then in the second part we'd talk about maybe, the hot topic of what is it I'd change if I had my way, or the tier 8 lights that are coming out, either or. So first off, we notice here that Mr. Zin is running in a Dickermax, a TD that really needs to be at long range because it has next to 0 armor. So what is nice is the fact that advanced tanks like myself can provide the sort of eyes and ears for him, where he lays in the back and waiting for that shot to be, lined up so that he could take a nice shot while in cover, not being exposed, not having to worry about, his armor getting hit left and right, because he really can't sustain that many hits. And in addition to that, we have people like Zaro who are back there in the artillery piece. So again, the whole eyes and ears rule applies to them, that I'm helping give them, line of sight and everything else. But more importantly than Zin, Zaro fills the role of the artillery piece, raining down death on top of other people, but he's uniquely able to help me out for the simple fact that he can target who is important to me that needs to be hit. And I just got hit by a KV-2, by the way, so that sucks a lot. And that AT-2 is going right through this tank, which is interesting. So yeah, I mean, those are two important factors here. I mean, when you're platooning up, is what tanks, they're running, because that means you can further assist your team or your platoon based on how they're running, what they're running, so on and so forth. Like right now, I'm assisting them in eyes and ears, but Zaro's assisting me by targeting stuff. Hopefully. I'm assuming you are, Zaro.
Yeah, I just hit everybody.
Fair enough. But Zin is needs to be in a certain location to assist. Not saying that he isn't assisting, but just saying that he's more situational, doesn't have the same coverage. But I am providing him with that ability to see what's ahead of us and deal with stuff as it comes up. Uh-oh. Double uh-oh. Can you hit that Churchill?
On it.
Thank you. I'm not able to actually hit him, I think. Want me to track him? Yeah, I didn't track him. Instead, I damaged him. Never mind. Problem solved. I just got hit by their artillery, by the way, for no damage. So, as you can see what we're doing there, that KV-2 is going to be a huge problem. We need to take care of him, actually.
Yeah, he's in good cover for me.
Their bishop fires fast. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt all that much, though.
Yeah, it did about 100 damage to me. So it's enough. Man, oh man, that KV-2 might be a problem.
I actually can't exploit his reload time because this tank's too slow.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware of that fact, believe me. Alright, so as we were saying, tactics like that kind of are important to be paying attention to. Good kill, Zaro. Just,
yeah,
general important things. I'm trying to think of where I was and what to say from there. I mean, you want to work with your teammates, you want to see what they have, and assist them in the ways that they can. Like right now we're closing in on the end of the map, so it's more important that we, assist each other in terms of, one person taking some shots, taking some hits, while the other, prepares to ambush the next shot. Good kill.
KV-2's tracked.
Oh man, I just took a massive, crit from the bishop. That's pretty much it for me. I can't take another hit from him. And I definitely can't take that KV-2.
Ah, god dang it.
Yeah, he totally just hit you. I got 20 seconds, don't I?
Yep.
Any other chance of hitting him? Because I got that bishop raining down.
Yeah, you can get a shot in there. Get one more in there.
Yeah, not easily.
I just pulled the trigger.
There we go. I got that bishop shooting at me, though.
So I'm relocating to get shots on them.
Okay. Yeah, the bishop's going to be a pain. And of course, the KV-2 is much faster than me. So see what you can do, but that Hellcat I need those 2 TDs in here, really. Good grief. There's their Hellcat. Alright, where is this KV-2 and how can I avoid getting killed? I don't see him there.
Hit the Hellcat.
He's behind you.
KV-2's behind me. I might eat it. Yep.
Yep.
Couldn't avoid it. Nothing we could do about that one. The Churchill just way too slow. But, oh well. At least we're finally coming in on the Bishop there to take him out. Tell you what, their Bishop was really good about firing and hitting and also just his accuracy. Alright, so all they have left is that KV-2. Not a lot left, but, you know, you get the point about how we apply team tactics, just supporting each other, and it's really about, you know, working together and moving together rather than moving as a team, you know, the entire 15-man team. You want to kind of work together in a, you know, just the 3-man group that you're in. As much as it sounds bad, you're just better off and more efficient that way, because that way you know what each other are doing, you can communicate to each other, and you can, of course, make things work out a little better that way. You can actively tell each other what's going on, where to fire, who to move, etc., etc. When you can't tell the rest of your team, that's sort of a thing. So, as soon as Zorro finishes off this guy, eventually...
40 damage at a time.
Yeah, 40 whole damage at a time. Alright, I think that he's actively trying to go and pursue our TDs. He's actually looking at the Hellcat.
Another key thing
Oh,
is
nope.
the map design too. You gotta keep in mind that.
That's very true. You really gotta see.
Me, I was in the D-Max, but this tank, this map, rather, is heavily favored for heavy and medium tanks to brawl. I can't do that.
Yep,
Every corner
agreed.
is a choke point, so I wouldn't need to expose myself for the most part. So
Our Hellcat is dead. So now this
Ow.
KV-2 is basically running the show here. One more hit should finish him off, but the trick is going to be, can you get that last hit?
I think so.
You got it? You sure?
we'll find out.
Nice.
There it is.
Well
We both
done. Well done, Funv. Tell you what, that KV-2 just cleaned house, but thankfully Zara was there to help. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to the next battle here, and we'll see what we can do in that one. Alright, so while I had a platoon going there, now I don't. Time's changed, and yeah, so topic change. Well, we were talking about teamwork and how to effectively work together with a platoon of people. You know, if you guys have different tanks, complement each other's strengths on each tank. One arty player focus on helping your platoon of mediums and heavies. Or if you have got a group of TDs, pull your shots together, because that allows you to really focus down people, but you should be doing that already regardless. But if you're a platoon of TDs, that way you can worry about, you know, picking a target and both timing your shots so you fire together, stuff like that. If you're artillery, you can fire your shots together at a singular target, if you have a scout working for you as well. Just generally, the best teamwork I can recommend is complement each other's strengths. If you have a bunch of mediums, you want to be able to cycle through the different types of, oh man, getting hit by gold. You can cycle through all the different things that you guys can do together. You can really just help each other out. It really does make a huge difference whenever you work together like that. Just, again, you want to complement each other's strengths, work together on trying to, you know, utilize what each other can do, because by doing that, you're going to allow yourselves just that much better of a chance of victory, because you're really just helping each other out, not necessarily in terms of, like, you know, doing anything different, but you really are bringing out what can, you know, you're really focusing together, working together for the strengths of your tanks, as opposed to just, you know, hauling out there and kind of running and gunning solo. You really do want to work together. It does make a huge difference when you do that. So, with that being said, I can talk about, you know, working together as a team with people who you're not in voice comms with and not in a platoon with. Like, for example, how we're all working together right here in just a rando platoon, or not really rando, but just a pubby group. What we're really doing is kind of just focusing on targets here, watching each other, watching actually when people fire, and going after the people when they fire, or if you see stuff like that, oops, I missed. You see who just fired, you see where everybody's firing. You want to work together. You don't want to spread your damage if you can avoid it. Like, sure, I'll shoot at this comet just to finish him off, but you see we're all focusing on this KV-1S right now. It was kind of, you want to prioritize your targets like that and work together to take stuff out that's a threat to your group that you currently have. Like right now, I know I need to return to base, so I'm going to go ahead and tell the people to turn around and head to base, because I'm actually going to, because it looks like we're getting overrun a bit down here. So the last thing I want to do is worry about that. Hopefully people come back down with me. There is enough people down there, but it wouldn't hurt for me to get down there as well, because there is just enough tanks down there to really concern me. So while we were all supporting each other up there in the north, and really, you know, we were just kind of targeting each other's shots, it's something that kind of just comes naturally. It's not one of those things where, you know, you're talking to each other, okay, I'm going to target this guy, this guy, this guy. You could do that using the F2, but what you really need to do to make it work is you need to really just watch what everybody's doing. If you see everybody just focusing down one target, you want to, you know, just waylay on that one guy. You don't want to spread your damage. Spreading your damage is the worst thing you can do, because if you do that, you're really lessening the chance of overpowering people, because the more guns you take off the battlefield, the better. And by doing so, you're now eliminating what can return back at you. You're making your job easier for you and your teammates. And generally, that's just the tactic you want to use, is you want to make sure that you're just eliminating people off the battlefield as opposed to anything else. So even if you know, everybody's focusing on, you know, a guy that you have that has very well, I mean, even if you can't guarantee a kill, you want to do damage, because eventually one of your teammates is going to go right through and is probably going to take him out. So that's kind of what you want to do there, is do that. Alright, I'm spotted and I'm tracked in a bad position here. Okay, well, let's see about getting closer. That Easy 8's going right through this tank, which is not a good thing. Alright, I don't know what else is out here, but let's see if I can't get around behind this Easy 8 and take him out that way. Because right now we're capping, but I'd rather us secure a victory than, you know, have crazy stuff happen like exactly that. We started to lose, you know, people on the cap. So they have a Cromwell over there, we have a Cromwell over there. They had a Jumbo, here he is. So let's take care of this Jumbo. Alright, I think he just has a 70-something millimeter. So the closer we get to him, the better. So this way he can't actually go through me, where I can. So we just bounce left and right like that, we're good to go. So we just want to get right up next to him. There we go. One more shot like that should kill him. Of course, he's going around like that. Not necessarily a good thing, but there we go. Problem solved with him. Alright, now we need to head all the way back to base, or their base rather. They have that Cromwell left. They have that KV-13 and the SU-100. So that Cromwell needs to go down. I want to kind of work with my team the best I can. See if we can't get over there and assist a little bit. No, we lost him. Okay, so now we need to play it a lot smarter, because my two teammates are back here at base. So let's get back to base, and we want to work together with what's left. So let's get back here and stick with these guys, because the last thing I want to do is end up dying, and yeah, that would not go so well. Let's see if I can't group up with these guys here and figure it out what to do, because yeah, again, if I go out solo, probably going to get surrounded and killed. If I work with these two, chances are we have a much better chance of our victory. Right now we do have a 51% chance of winning. Again, that's pretty much pertinent to me, and if we take out that Cromwell, our odds go up way more, because he's also their other very good player. Once we take him out, we're in a much better position that we can actually fight this one out. Uh-oh, that's not good. So now that we lost him, we're going to be fighting it out with two tanks over here that I don't want to be fighting. We have their SU, which I don't know where he's at. He's actually a major threat. And then we're going to have their Cromwell somewhere. Their Cromwell actually might be on the cap. So if I can quickly kill him, that'll change things up. Really... Uh-oh, I whiffed. That's not good. That's a long reload for me. Alright, let's see if I can't at least deflect one and take a shot at him. Alright, he actually is going through me, no problem. So I need to be careful about that. Alright, so let's duel this one out real carefully. I'm going to have to just chance it. Yep. There we go. I'm out damaging him, but I can't take another hit. That is the problem. So there's their SU. Alright, he just fired, which means I can come out here and fire at him. Oh, and I bounced. Oh man, that bounce kind of threw the game right there. There was nothing I could do about that. That was just shameful, I guess. I don't know. But at least there you go. That kind of describes what you should do in terms of teaming with, just the random pub platoon and seeing what you can do there. Wow, I can't believe I bounced that last shot off him. Welcome to RNG. Nothing you can do. Oh well, I mean, I still did relatively good there. 2,400 out of everything else possible. So, not too shabby, but is what it is. Sometimes it just isn't working in your favor. Let's go ahead and go into one more battle, and we'll wrap it up with that. Alright, so as I was discussing earlier, figured we'd keep going with the topic of teamwork. And so with that, I grabbed another teammate here, grabbed Mr. Disgruntled to help me out. We're both running mediums, which is the most optimal tank you could possibly use to demonstrate teamwork, because running mediums together effectively creates a wolf pack. And by wolf packing, you're more or less going to be using each other to swarm an enemy tank, especially if it's a lone guy hanging out there by himself. Because that allows you to both, go around the sides of it, forcing him to choose one or the other, and you could just keep encircling it over and over, forcing him to lose track of the target, and not being able to take both of you on at all. And you really are able to, work in concert with each other perfectly that way. So, Mr. Disgruntled here knows to follow me and knows to keep up with me. He knows what's going on. He'll say hi eventually.
Hello.
But I know I mentioned that I might talk about, what I'd change in this game, but I think that's another topic for another video. And I also talked about, mentioned that I might talk about the tier 7 and 8 lights, or 6 and 7 lights, whatever it is that are coming out with the next patch. But neither of us have really played the test server, and I don't want to give false information. I know about them, I've read about them, but the last thing I want to do is give a false impression because I haven't played them. I'd rather wait until I have one of my clanmates who has played them be able to talk about them. Sounds fair to me, but hey. So I'll reserve that for another episode if possible. Anyway, so as you see, Disgruntled and I are following, or he's following pretty close to me, because this way we're able to hop behind stuff real quick and get right on top of people, which, here's your artillery, we need to get him first. He's the most primary target. So make sure we target him.
Left.
Doesn't matter, take out the artillery. Finish him. Ooh, he just whiffed. Alright, I got another shot coming in real quick. I whiffed. Hit him. Nice. Alright, so let's get this IS-6 who's right here. So he and I are going to work together here to take on this IS-6. Even if one of us takes a hit, the other's going to be right behind us to just jump right on top of him. And he is not even looking right at us. So let's get side by side or right behind him. This way if he starts to turn his turret, we can outrun it.
I guess poorly.
I was going to say you're going that way on him. Just keep driving around him. That way he can't turn his turret at you. Ouch, that M6 is looking at us though. Let's say watch out for him. Alright, he's sadly in that depression, which is making it difficult to hit him.
Yeah.
Finish him off real quick.
It's firing HE.
Is he really?
Yeah.
One more shot should finish him. Got him. Alright, now let's get this M6. You're hurting bad, man. You gotta be careful with you. Gotta drive past him. I don't even think he can depress his gun enough.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to take advantage of.
Alright, watch out for this 59 that's right in front of us.
Yep, I'm trying to hide.
I'm gonna try and block his shot at you. Oh, he's not even looking at us. Beautiful. Just get in here and take another shot at him. Should finish him off. And there we go. Got him. Alright, you're still alive, which is good, but we have a lot of heavies heading down to our base. Think you can still support me? Or do you want to hop on cap?
No, I'll support you.
Alright, so just hang back, let me take the hits and the brunt of it. Tiger dead ahead. Rushed the shot, but he was killed anyway. Tog ahead. Don't get killed by the Tog.
Cut left and get behind him.
Okay.
Get it
We
down through
do
like
need
the
to get to
building.
base as quick as possible.
No, just follow you then.
So I'm going to quickly try and take out this Tog. I don't think the Tog can actually hurt me. T20 or 34 if we can hit him. He needs to go down first. Oh gosh, here comes the... Woo! That was too close for my comfort. Okay, now I'm one-shottable, so are you, so we need to really play this one smooth. Alright, let's see if we can't target these guys that are back on the cap.
34 is in the dip.
Alright, we might want to be careful then. The 29 is not looking at us by the looks of it, so fire away. He's starting to turn to us. You got a shot at him?
I already took it and hit the back plate.
Got it.
Derpiness.
Alright, so the 34, we can finish him off real easily. Hopefully it doesn't kill us, but the two of us swarming him, we should be alright. Plus he's focusing on that E25 at the moment. So if we can get behind him and just stay behind that turret, we should be alright. Yeah, we got a lot of mediums now starting to swarm him. So now he's in trouble. Plus I just tracked him right there. Yeah, he's focusing on the E25. And there we have it. Nice kill. Good work. So that... Oh, wow, I did a lot of damage. 3,000. That is how you do teamwork. Coordinating your attacks, talking about where stuff is, where it's pointed. Make sure you're doubling up your hits on every target you're going after. And like that, first class, 100,000 credits, 3,000 experience, which was incredible. Not too shabby. Good teamwork, man.
You can also do it without circling, too, which is one thing we didn't really show, where one person pokes around a corner and the other person's watching the other side of the building, so when they turn their turret...
Yeah, you just force them to keep looking at each one of you, and the other one shoots them when he starts to turn the turret. So you really force the person to play ping pong and decide which one's going to go after them. Sadly, we couldn't demonstrate that because it never came into play, but it's really bad if you get one person trapped behind a section where they can't shoot through, and they have to pick and choose who they're going to take their hits from. And there's really no way of dealing with it. But that is a super effective teamwork tactic. Thank you for bringing that up. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Maybe I'll bring you another teamwork episode in the future. In the meantime, thank you everybody for coming out, and I will catch you in the next episode.